with another tune for us?
I have no idea. I'm flipping through the book, and if I do, I'll let you know.
Oh, okay. You're just book flipping. Okay.
Yeah, I'm flipping out. Flipping.
Yes. I don't know. Isn't that curious how it comes in a pyramid?
Yeah.
And they don't stop there. They also put like Egyptian things on it.
Yeah.
And
It suggests maybe it's Egyptian too.
and Russian writing.
Yeah.
Well, have a look in there. Look in there. Adam.
Do we know if it's caffeinated? I guess we
What's
can't
it
know
smell
since we
like?
can't read it.
What does it smell like? Anything?
Nothing I'm familiar with.
We don't know if it's caffeinated.
It's alien tea.
Yes, it is. Do you know that? Did you know?
Are you sure
Did
it's
I
not
tell?
Predator tea?
No, you didn't tell me. No, it's alien tea.
It's alien tea.
Yeah, it is because it was sent to us by.
Yeah. There's nothing feminist about Predator, right? Predator is like a non-feminist monster.
Very much so.
Well,
You should root for Alien then.
I didn't think any of them were particularly feminist. It was the it was the
The alien creature, it's kind of feminine because of Geiger's original work. It was very
yeah, it was
feminine.
protecting its babies or something. Yeah.
Oh, maybe a little, but no, I was thinking in all the movies have heroines, have the main alien fighter is the main alien fighter is a capable
Sigourney
woman.
Weaver.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't make the alien a feminist.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Well, they're kind of like insects. Like, I mean, the aliens they have a queen that lays all the eggs.
Yeah,
and
they're
it's just
ants,
like
so
a
I guess if
hive
ants are
creature.
feminists and
Yeah.
aliens are feminists, yeah.
You should see a dermatologist about that hives thing.
I like the one with Winona Ryder. Where did Winona Ryder go? I mean, she's a minor thing. I mean, compared to Britney Spears and everything, what Winona Ryder did was pretty minor, and yet it clobbered her career. We haven't seen her since. It's like, when's she going to star in something?
Well, it's like where's Molly Ringwald gone, you know?
Yeah, I never liked Molly Ringwald.
She was good in her first science fiction film, which was a really dead film.
Yeah, I never saw her in a science
Star
fiction
Hunter.
film.
Something.
I wouldn't think she.
It
I
was
wouldn't
one
think
of
she'd
those
ever
that
do
came out
science
in
fiction.
3D.
Is it a cartoon or?
No, it was a full.
But she was never as
Full
big
movie.
as Winona Ryder anyway.
Depends on who you talk to.
All she did was filch a few clothes, and then they never put her in a movie again. As far as I know, anyway.
I don't know what happened to Winona Ryder. She did some comedies.
After she filched the clothes? Oh, good. He did something then.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what they were?
She did some Adam Sandler movie after that. Everything.
Adam Sandler. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mr. Deeds or something like that.
Right.
Being a remake.
I never bothered to see that one. Maybe I meant to. That's one problem with where I live is I'm like 10 miles from the video store. Even going anywhere.
Yes, this tea was sent to us by Yeva and
Watch your language.
and Alien. Yeva is the woman who sent us this tea. And
That was highly illustrative, John.
well, that's the way it is around here sometimes. That's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, I'm trying to. I think that my attempt to super glue this is just turning into like a super glue fiasco. I better stop before that really happens. You know how that is.
Yeah. Not a bad idea, super gluing electrical tape. Huh?
Well, I thought I would super glue like with the wire bent back on itself.
But see, with this thing, if it starts to unravel, you can always put a new one on. Right. But when I'm doing it under a dashboard or something, I'm going to seal it up for 10 years. I want it to stay that way a long
I
time.
probably should wire that up with a piece of stiff wire.
I'm sure it's fine the way it is.
It is right now anyway.
Well, right now it is. Yeah, but how many times is that going to hit the dishwasher
I don't know.
and still be fine?
Yeah, but you can always fix it. If it starts to be a problem, you just fix it again. You always have access. It's always right there. You're not going to put 50,000 parts on top of it. You can't get
I
to
just
it.
haven't
Oh,
really
I know
woke up
just the
today.
thing.
Just having trouble keeping my eyes open, let alone getting into
Yeah.
the music.
North Carolina cities aren't allowed to fund human services.
Oh, we're back to that one.
Well, I just think it's insane. Yeah, it's a completely insane rule, and it's like, yeah, I would love to have been a fly on the wall when they argued that one.
Okay.
Who in blazes motivated that?
North Carolina cities, is that what you said?
Cities and towns, yeah.
Are not allowed to fund
Fund
Fund human
Human
services,
human services.
like welfare type stuff.
But can they
Like-
fund inhuman services?
Well, okay.
Yeah,
so-
oh, they
Guess
already
so,
do.
yeah.
okay.
Like the Civic Center, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they can do the Civic Center. They can do entertainment, but they can't do a human need. They can't do something you need. They can do something like to party it up. They can fund a parade
Well, that's
or something.
just
But if
wondering-
you actually need it, they can't fund it.
I'm back.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
oh.
how about like I mean, what constitutes like a human
can fund
service
public
versus
art.
something? Yeah, they can art.
But you don't need it. That's right.
Yeah.
So they
You
can,
don't need it, so they can. But if you actually need it, they can't fund it.
like if it's a serious need, like a really
Like you need food or
Yeah.
shelter or
Yeah.
clothing.
They can't fund it directly. They can fund it. Apparently, they can fund a nonprofit.
actual
and a nonprofit.
human needs.
They can fund a charity, and then the charity can do it, but they can't seem to do it directly. And the state interferes. Now, then it's just why in blazes the state decided to interfere?
I mean, so if a city did that in North Carolina, what do you think the repercussions would be?
Right, they would be decertified, wouldn't they?
I think
Something
Charlotte went to
else.
court over
Huh?
it. Yeah, Charlotte tried, and the state went in and went to court.
I just thought
and
of
they-
something else I need to do.
Last
Yeah.
I heard, it was still in court.
Are you? Is today?
Today's
Not Glow Lady Day, is it?
No, it's
Why in blazes? Sure.
Because obviously the state doesn't do a very good job.
There, I thought.
Right.
If I,
Actually, it was the drinking
No.
liberally. The guy
I
was
have
at the
a
drinking.
project, you
You're at the
see.
drinking liberally. It was the drinking liberally people that told me about this.
interesting.
The North Carolina Progressive Democrats was led by a mayor of some little town, some little mill town, and he's the one who said no, they can't do it. And Charlotte tried, and they got in trouble, and they went to court over it.
Why would the state at this point like try to take a city to court for helping someone? I mean,
Well, you
what-
know, it's
how is it
interesting.
possibly going to hurt
Unfathomable,
society or the
Well,
state?
you know, it is a weird thing. Like, is it worth fighting over?
Did
I
they
mean,
take someone
you
to
know,
court?
ultimately, when you look at it, I mean, in terms of like an extra service provided by a town or something like that, you know, it's not necessarily
that really should stay.
something that we can expect. But on the other hand, if a town chooses to take that route, then they should be allowed to. Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah,
Make a phone call.
I can't possibly see the state like winning
So this tea was identified
that as being illegal.
as being alien tea by Adam, who obviously is knowledgeable.
You mean like extraterrestrial?
Yes.
You have had tea with the aliens.
Mm-hmm.
And this was sent to us by a woman who has a friend who is alien, something like that. Anyway. Okay. I see you've put your book aside now.
Yeah, I
Just what
can't
happened?
even wake up enough to even think of what I want to play.
Have another cup of tea.
It's not helping.
That will, if you drink it from the Martha Stewart hydrangea pot, that should fix you right up.
I've had 2 cups of that.
Well, then try the purple pot.
The purple pot.
Yeah, the blue pot. The what do you call it? It's a.
Well, after
like
so much caffeine, it actually has the opposite effect, you know?
Well, what can I say? We've got a sassafras root there. We can either grind that up and drink it in tea, or we can have it as we can use it as sort of a wand. Hi there, John.
Well, hello.
Watley, I think, was the mayor of the mill town that ran the Progressive Democrats.
I found something to do with that gray wire.
Ever invented.
Huh?
That's a nice invention.
What are you working on?
Trying to keep secrets.
Are you? Okay.
Excellent.
Like for instance, what
But
is
you just
your
told
work?
us
What
that.
secrets?
Like,
I have a good one. I have a good one.
I broke the handle off my
Well, you.
toolkit. Maybe I could
Okay.
use.
And you will find out tomorrow.
Okay.
So just put it out of your head, because
Oh yeah.
that won't be
Oh,
hard,
yeah.
right?
Mhm. Don't even think about it. I've already forgotten it.
What?
We have alien tea, huh?
Alien tea.
Why have I already forgotten?
No, what?
What?
What have you already forgotten?
I don't know. We have.
If he
we
knew, he
have-
wouldn't have forgotten.
I want to try to get you to sit down and have a cup of tea
Ah.
because we have a whole lot of tea, all pretty good stuff. This is alien tea. We haven't tried it yet. I'm about to try the first cup of
I think I
alien.
got 20 minutes before anybody's supposed to show up. so-
Okay.
That's the frustrating thing about forgetting.
And here we
Yeah.
have to. This, that one's got toasty. I should-
You don't know what they are until you remember.
Here we go. Yeah, there you go.
It's like it's always in the last place you look. You ever notice that?
Yeah,
When you lose something and you look and look and look and look, and it's always in the last place.
the last I know it.
Well, it begs the question, why would one continue to look for something if they found it?
Well, maybe that's why.
Just
So what you got the most of here?
of which
Tea.
tea we have. I think pretty much we have a full. We have a full pot of 4. We have 4 full pots of tea. Pick one.
All right, well.
There
we'll
you
with
go.
the closest
That's the
common
road.
denominator.
That's the road.
I'm ready for the alien tea.
Well, have at it. I'm going to have it as soon as I finish what's in my cup. I don't want to.
It's red. It's like the transmission fluid.
It does look like transmission fluid.
Brake fluid.
It's okay.
No,
man.
transmission
It's okay.
fluid. Brake fluid's
It's
not
okay.
red.
Put it there. It looks good.
Just didn't want to get all the flyers wet.
It's okay. The flyers are for the tea party. And if they have tea stains
No,
on
it's
them,
kind of a dribbly,
Yeah, but I don't want them to stick.
kind of a dribbly thing.
I do it.
You already
some point,
have
so.
I do.
You like
sit it
that?
right here. Put it right there if you want.
So are you planning
Maybe
on?
you'll
Thank you.
it'll make you sing.
Any muffins left?
Yes. That number is shrinking.
Have you noticed that this Danish choice stuff is like
Really good.
Isn't that kind of the act of observing
Where
it
did you get all
changes?
these? You have several of them. Did you get them at the beach?
every time I see one somewhere, I grab it.
So what's the really red stuff people are drinking?
Alien
It's,
tea.
transmission fluid.
Alien transmission fluid. No one's actually consumed it yet, I don't think. We've only looked at it. It
So
looked-
joke answer having now been established in all seriousness, what is the red stuff people are drinking?
Okay, right there. See the pyramid in front of you?
That's it?
That's what came in that box, yes.
Oh, I want me some Russian pyramid tea.
Russian pyramid tea. Egyptian Russian pyramid. Is it good or is it weird?
I like it.
Do you?
Do you like cranberry think it's like cranberry. I think it's cranberry.
It
tea.
looks
Yeah.
like
It sort of is.
red zinger tea. Is it kind of along those lines?
Cranberry? Seriously, cranberry
I
or
think
not?
it's seriously cranberry tea. Yeah,
It's kind of
Let's see.
it's cranberry colored too.
fruity.
Well, it's definitely cranberry colored. Okay, here, pass that up to.
Let's see. Is that the one that was on the salsa right there?
Yes.
That was the one I was drinking.
Well, good.
Alright,
Just a splash.
you should get more, but go ahead.
Well, and there's just a little bit left, so I want somebody else to have the opportunity to sample it, should they desire.
Right. Well, I'm gonna have to bring an extension cord to plug in a more alarm clocks. And tell me, did the alarm clock that I had set for go off?
Yeah, that was off all weekend. Yeah.
all weekend.
It kept freaking me out. Like, where is that coming from?
All week you were here.
And then I finally figured it out.
What were you doing here this weekend?
I wasn't here this week. I was here weekend.
Oh,
past.
like last Saturday it went off, and you're sitting here and it's going like.
I'm like, where is that coming from?
Uh-huh.
Because I hate the sound of an alarm clock.
I think that's the general scientific principle.
I thought of that. When I was at home. You know, I
I
thought.
was like, that alarm clock's going on.
I
Funny,
thought-
you remember it going off when you're not here.
I thought. Well, I didn't know exactly who would be here and who would hear it and what they would think, and if they would rush in here and if they would smash it or what would. I didn't know. You know,
Yeah, Saturday was weird, man.
nobody was here. You
There was
said?
no Mount Dungeon. There was no
Right.
Matt Howard.
No.
It's different than what I thought it would be.
It is very reminiscent of
Transmission
Red
fluid.
Mhm.
Oh.
no, the celestial seasonings stuff.
Uh-huh.
Red Zinger, yeah.
Didn't they say this
Resident
place?
Evil
Wasn't there a note that this said this place would be closed all through the Christmas
Yeah.
season?
Right. It was open the last Saturday before Christmas.
Yeah.
And Jonathan manned it apparently alone. He and Ralph.
Was it just very, very quiet here?
No, because all the gear went out.
Oh,
So there was a mad rush for the gear.
you mean people got to keep the gear over the entire holiday run? So all the gear went out.
And has it all come back in now?
Yes.
And how much of this is how much of this has been directly related to like a general grumpiness on your part? Like, was it not cared for
Okay.
properly? Because
No, actually, all the gear came back fine. There was just a
Excellent.
little bit of somebody had problems with the wireless lapel mic, but they had tinkered with the little knobs on the inside of one of the receivers, and
And
had, in effect turned it off.
they turned it down.
Yeah. Well, no, there was what's the pad? That's what I was going to ask you. There's gain and there's pad. What is pad?
A pad is just a series of resistors, a network of resistors. That it's like a volume control. Okay, it's like a volume control. It turns it down. It just wastes some of the power across resistors in order to cut to turn it down. That
Is
way.
it like just an on or off? There's not an adjustment there because it just seemed like it was on or off.
Is it a switch?
There was, well, you can't really see it. You got to get little tiny little screwdrivers and you just kind of stick it in the dark hole
And
like
does it-
Flash Gordon, you know, and you hope you don't get your arm bit off.
Is it click or is it a switch or is it a
I'm guessing it's
a
it's
pad
it's
is usually a switch.
Okay.
A pad is usually a switch. It can be a turning thing, but it usually
It's
is
on or off.
Yeah,
Right.
it usually is on or off, and that's what you found it to be. It was like click on, click off kind of thing. Yeah, that's not unusual. Yeah, and they had put the pad on,
Right.
and so the microphone was very quiet. You could
Yeah,
hear
couldn't hear anything.
they could hear it
You
if
could
they
hear like interference.
or if they yelled in it, you could hear it.
I couldn't. I was doing that. I couldn't hear that. But like if you flick the antenna, you can kind of hear it go wow.
Well, you don't want to do that. That's
Right.
it's not very helpful unless you're in one of those really creative, noise band.
Right.
You know, twing, twing, twing.
Well, I was trying to see what the problem was.
Can you make the noise? What did it sound like when you? Really? No, it didn't. No, because we've been here doing that.
Bring that mic in here. No, but the people bring it back and like it's broken. I don't know. It was like that when I got it, and of course that's what everybody says.
Right.
Or what I really noticed, if somebody broke something, what they say is, "Oh, I didn't even take it out. I didn't even use that. I didn't even take it out of the bag." I'm like, I check it over extra.
That's when you check it. Right.
Extra
That's
good,
what I'm
right.
gonna say. Yeah. 'Cause
I didn't even open that one word. That means something's broken.
yeah. Like when they come in proclaiming, "I never opened that bag," then you have to check
They
it.
hand you the bag and say, "I never even opened it."
Right.
I'm like, oh well,
Yeah.
okay then.
Right.
I will open it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's extra good. I saw one of these on my desk.
Did you? Oh, you have already received one then.
Yes. Very.
I've got
It's
it.
very busy.
Yes, it is. It is busy. I think what I should do is sit down with have a highlighter.
Psychedelic is supposed to be busy.
I have a highlighter. I could sit down and I could highlight all the lettering, couldn't I?
I think that would do good.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
I guess the subtitle of this show is With Alice Aforethought.
With Alice aforethought, I see. Sometimes some of your puns are better than others.
Well, you see, the person that creates the pun does not know which of them are going to go over well.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah,
Should never result in a hesitation of sharing.
punishment is in the ear of the beholder. Yeah.
That's right.
Is that like an official Anarchy logo, or is that drawn on?
Oh, you're looking at it on
Anarchy TV.
there? Anarchy TV. That's my. Oh, on his coat. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's the real one. I've silk screened that on that jacket
Silkscreen, yeah.
20 years ago.
Okay.
So, I mean, does that in some way answer your question?
Yeah. It's just I rarely see Anarchy things that aren't drawn,
Uh-huh.
like a magic marker.
No, that's silk screened.
Silkscreen, yeah.
And it was silk screened over 20 years ago. onto
How
that particular
often do you
jacket.
see an anarchy symbol that is professionally and competently done?
Really?
Yeah,
Not very often.
that was the surprising part.
Uh-huh. You like
How
that?
many? How often do you see a professional, competent anarchist?
Really? I know.
Yeah.
Anymore, they're hard to find. I like that. What's his name? I don't know his name. The guy that was a comedian years ago who did the rope tricks and stuff, and he used to say, I'm not a member of any organized political party. He'd say, I'm a Democrat. Yeah, I can
Will
tell.
Rogers.
That's right. That's right.
Took me a minute to remember.
Well, guys,
I wasn't going back that far, so I didn't remember. But
guys,
I've heard it before, but I hadn't.
yes,
I actually talked to someone on the phone just a moment ago,
uh,
and they said they were watching the Tea Party.
Yeah.
So
somebody is
someone's
watching
actually
the Tea Party.
watching the Tea Party. I don't know how exciting. I don't know how exciting this is. I'm sitting here and I'm like coloring, I'm drawing in the lines right here. Now, if we had a close up on this, it could
Well-
probably be even more boring.
Yeah. Well, between six of us,
I
hopefully
actually-
somebody will. think
Well,
of
not
something
only
to say.
that, consider this time of day on cable. What do we have to compete with?
I don't know.
It's one of the strengths you have going for you in this
Yeah.
show right here. Is that there's so much
got-
drivel
Yeah,
on this time
Oprah,
of
Dr.
day.
Phil.
No,
Jerry
Dr.
Springer.
Fool isn't on till 7.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember visiting friends with cable, and it's like there's like 150 channels, and it's
And
nothing
nothing.
on.
Yeah.
I can't
it's the
believe
truth.
it.
Well,
I mean, mind you,
I
Oprah is a
remember,
potent force to be reckoned with in her own right.
So as
but-
long as there's something moving, somebody move around, folks. Okay.
I remember a science fiction
Science
science fiction convention I did a number of years ago in
Yeah.
Greenville. We had 6 musicians up on stage for this Filt concert, and there were 4 people in the audience, and I get that feeling on this show,
You know what? Well, I have attended
Now, does
other
that make
science
a big
fiction
difference?
conventions like that.
Yes.
Who said it was
It
busy?
doesn't bother me once you get into
Yeah,
people's
that's
living rooms.
getting better.
I think it's a
I think
great
it's better.
opportunity.
How many more you got to go?
Uh, 43.
All right,
I
we'll
think.
get the color in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm increasingly encountering people stopping and telling me that they've seen me on TV.
Yeah.
And I always ask, because now I ask to figure
What
out
show?
where they've seen
Right,
me
what
on
time,
TV.
what show, what was happening.
Yeah.
Because there's like basically 3 different shows on your TV they could see me on.
Right. And what? Do
And
you,
it's usually this one.
Right.
It's usually this one.
then
No,
that's
no one
that's
watches
really
it.
amazing.
So we have an audience. That's good.
That's really amazing when I would have thought Mount Dungeon. What would you have thought?
Well, I mean, no offense to the Tea Party. The Tea Party's lovely,
Yeah.
but the little part of me is obviously hoping that they've seen Mount Dungeon.
Mount Dungeon is what that's what comes to my mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, that could ruin your Christmas right there if the Tea Party was closed and there's no Tea Party the week of Christmas.
No, they kept
who could have
running. They kept, and apparently they ran something like
And they
two.
did a rerun?
Yeah, people told me
I
there
heard
was.
the third hour aired. And
I
it
heard
was
it
quite
did-
entertaining, is what I was
Was it?
told. Yeah.
I don't recall.
They said me dancing around with underwear, glow in the dark underwear on my head
The-
was like
yeah, it was the
highlight of
the
the show.
highlight of the show. Right, he was running around with glow in the dark.
Now, was that a pun or
I
what?
missed that, but I could see how this could be the highlight of many shows.
Uh-huh.
Well, we had to see if it worked.
What does it say behind you there? on the
Huh?
screen?
What's this? Oh, well,
Warning label from the Wallpaper Project.
yeah.
So I guess we're about to get some Wallpaper Project
are.
behind us.
Uh-huh.
All right. Is audio going to come
Oh
through?
my!
That answers my question.
There it is, except you can't read it all. Let me read part two.
Were you responding to something you heard or something you tasted?
I just drank a great big drink of the alien tea.
The red pyramid stuff,
Yeah.
and it kicked in. All right.
It was.
Well, I want too. I don't
It
know.
was.
I don't
Oh
know.
bloody hell! I wish I'd taken a bigger drink of that now.
Tasted like cranberries to me.
Tastes like what?
Cranberries to me.
No. No, I can't tell you what it tasted
There we
like.
go.
But
I
it did
like
not taste like what I
Expect.
expect.
Yeah.
It was just.
It's
It
way
was.
fruitier than I.
It was very surprising.
So, out of curiosity, does the audio come through on the Wallpaper Project, or is it just background?
If we want the audio to come through, it does.
I was just inquiring because about this point in the opening credits, it gets louder than just about anything else. Yeah, that it gets louder than just about anything else I've encountered on
So in other words, they can't hear anything we're saying right now.
TV. Well, I have encountered many times like watching Mount Dungeon in a place where it's turned up as loud as it can be so everybody can hear it.
Right.
And
the
then
wallpaper
all of a
comes on.
sudden, yeah, and it's
Right.
overwhelming.
And
for about a
nobody's
minute.
listening to Mount Dungeon, and everybody's talking, and all of a sudden the show is over, and this show has come on, and it's like, "Wah, wah, wah," and everybody goes, what? All of a sudden they pay
I
attention.
think that was part of the design, I'm pretty sure.
I'm sure it was,
Yes.
particularly in that you and I know who designed it, and yeah.
I don't know why you'd have. I don't know why we're much to look at.
Why we're much to look at.
Yeah, why have the audio be something else and then look at us? You think the other way. I think we're probably more interesting in audio than we are in visual.
Well, I don't know.
Maybe not.
Well,
People
Ralph
look at
Roberts
us
has
and
said
listen
that
to
Depends on the day.
audio is 70% of video, and it's one of those little nuggets of wisdom I've tried to stick by that makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
There we go.
Yeah, I
Look
can
at
turn on the news and leave the room and
Well, not only that,
You
but
want-
I mean, something can look bad and
You
still
want
be
to come
highly
in and try to
entertaining.
get a cup
but
of
if
tea?
it
We
sounds
have-
bad, you change
I
the
have
channel.
lots of tea.
I
I'm
mean,
trying.
pretty much
No,
full
no,
fail.
I have 3 pots, 4 pots full
Wow.
of tea.
yeah, I turn on the TV news all the time and then still work on my
I'll slam-
news coming.
I've slammed 4 cups, man, so
You have?
yeah. I'm trying to help out with that big one.
Really?
Jonathan, I just
So what's
want
gonna happen to me?
I gotta
Yeah,
take a cup
it's
and run.
amazing.
Did you grab a cup? Okay.
And the great
Okay.
Cornholio. Are you threatening me?
Okay. And
Sorry,
put
I
a
gotta-
put a sugar
I've
cube in it if you like.
observed
Do
in
have
you,
cream and
in order
sugar
to get
as
that
well.
behavior from
Careful.
you, we
Okay.
don't need to put stimulants into, we need to put alcohol into
Ah. Well, who says I'm drinking tea?
Did you drink it?
Seriously, I have
Did you
I
drink
have
alien
seen this
tea?
guy.
No, you didn't.
No, I'm drinking. all
I've seen
one.
this guy consume stimulants all day, remain calm, collected, and all that there, and
It's
just his
an act.
usual self. But you put a little bit of
That's
booze
the
into him.
professional. That's the professional
I've seen
side.
that too.
You
Yeah.
put a little booze in it, and he's a problem. Isn't
Oh
he?
yeah.
A force to be reckoned with.
No, then Cornholio comes out.
Yes.
You gonna crash your car? No, you crash.
Are you threatening me?
Are you threatening me? Is that what you said?
Yes. I got a.
Just making an academic observation.
That was
I got
Beavis and
thank you,
Butthead.
Jonathan.
That was
I got,
Butthead, right?
Volume 3 of Beavis and Butthead for Christmas, so I've been watching
Beavis
those.
Are
and
you
Butthead.
threatening me?
Was it
Yeah.
Beavis or Butthead that you did?
Beavis.
Beavis was the Cornholio, and he was when he was hopped up on caffeine.
Uh-huh.
But it's great because they actually separated.
I remember that. Yeah, I saw
They
that.
separated on the discs. They separated where they make fun of the music videos, out of the cartoons. So all the cartoons are on these separate discs, but then there's a whole disc of just the music videos. And so I just watched that whole, because the rest of them are really, it's really
I don't know
dumb.
about the music videos.
Well, they used to watch music videos on MTV and just make fun of them.
Oh.
Yeah, that's,
Like Mr.
that's
Science Theory
basically
3000.
most of the
Like,
show.
that was the best
Oh.
part of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The rest
Well, I
of
don't
it's
know, I
really
like
dumb, but the music videos were hilarious.
Oh, okay. I guess I forgot about
I
that.
just watched the whole disc.
But I like that caffeinated. He takes all this caffeine, takes all these caffeine pills or something, and then goes into the tour of the White House. And he's buzzing around he's buzzing around like the White House like the Clintons and everything,
Does he
and,
have, like,
and just,
underwear on his
just
head or
freaking
something
out
like
and
that?
going, "Are you threatening
Oh,
me?"
yeah, he pulls his head up.
Come on in and join us.
It was there.
I thought it was
Please
pretty
come
fun.
in. Here,
Yeah,
he's
the
giving you
Clinton
his
White
chair,
House.
and he's
I
going
have to say goodbye to some folks here shortly. But
Okay.
I'll be back.
All right. Well, you'll fix him. Well,
Huh?
you'll fix him a cup, won't you? You'll find him a cup.
I'm going to be leaving in just a few
Have we
minutes
run
anyway.
out of cups over there?
No, there's more cups over here.
Okay.
I'll go pull one out right now. There we go.
Did,
Whoa.
did you try some alien tea?
Oh yeah, the red stuff.
Did it surprise you when you drank it?
It was kind of tangy. Like I said, it reminded me of the red zinger stuff, which I've had before. So
I think I made it a little strong.
yeah, well, that's
I don't think it's
strong
supposed to-
tea.
I don't-
Strong tea
Knew it
gives
started
you a
hard
hearty
water,
soul.
I can put this kind of tea in there.
Mix the teas.
What?
It does.
Mix the teas.
Strong
Yeah,
tea,
can
you know,
mix the
hearty
teas if you want,
constitution.
if
You know,
wanna
you
do
get
it.
all that strength from it.
So is this political book good?
Yes.
known as more
Pass
caffeine.
that to him.
That
Let him have
political
the
humor
book. Take the book.
I wonder if he does any local stuff.
Local? As in
Municipal.
what?
He does a lot of loco stuff. But
Municipal?
It's American.
Well, my biggest criticisms of political stuff is that they fixate on the federal government too much, and when all the actions, all the real,
Well, it's-
all the real potential certainly, and all the real action is either municipal or state, or
Well,
maybe state
he's
or
like
county.
Well,
on
yeah.
he's on
So
like
they're
a
making fun
national
of-
show.
Yeah, but you can pull examples from
Oh,
municipal
yeah.
governments on a national show.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, you can
I'm
say
sure.
this,
I'm sure every once in a while they
this city
do, but
did
it's
this,
probably
and
the
this city did that.
the most insane and or irrational instances. It being a
Yeah.
comedy show, they probably only use what instances can work as comedy.
That's
What's up,
good.
Randy?
Hey, man.
Hey
it's
there.
Randini.
Pull up a chair. This one
There
right
can be
there.
instances of
Great
local
Randini.
Right, and there's cups over there in the that hand him. Oh yeah, he's getting it.
Yeah. Should be over here. Maybe. Maybe not.
I'm going to waltz out the door for a second.
There are.
Or, well, yeah.
That should be sparkling clean.
It is. I mean.
You think there's dirt in that one, but that's one of those I told you.
Listen, listen to this.
It's
Here.
yeah, it's in the
That looks like it was sparkling clean too. As a matter of
I
fact.
think it was. It was actually put
I'm
just
gonna
put
take
there.
Ross's seat for a minute.
Is that
so
true?
I
Is
show
that
up on TV better.
is that true, Matt? Is
What?
is the other cup, was that just put there sparkling clean?
Yes, as a matter of fact, those two are both clean.
But we also have
This one's
are we out of the muffins?
Yes,
Out of muffins.
out of muffins.
Oh, Randini, you really missed it. What are you doing? Oh,
We had a muffin fest.
We had a muffin fest.
but and we can have more if you
See,
like.
you got some Russian tea.
Alien tea there. Okay, that's tea.
That's jasmine.
That's
That's just the
PG
regular-
Tips,
Uh-huh.
the British. That's the smoky.
Smoky.
If there's any left in there, that's the one that's been hit the hardest.
Yeah.
That's the robe.
That's the most favorite tea around here.
That's the most favorite, famous
That's
tea.
the most
Yeah.
famous tea around.
I don't know the TG T whatever T P
PG.
PG
Looks like
Tips
somebody
is
spilt pepper in the sugar.
really.
okay, it gives it more
It has
flavor.
a little white. Oh, you know what that
Little
is?
zing.
It's tea. It's tea though.
That's what I figured.
It's
I
like
still have to say municipalities make national news. The Battle of Seattle was against Seattle Municipal Police.
I see no spoon.
The Mayor Daley
look
and
in the
Chicago
box. There
Democrat
may be
Convention.
some. and
True,
there
but
may
I mean,
not.
you know,
In-
if
in
the
either
Daily
box,
Show's going to cover it, it's
You might
probably going
ask,
to be only something
whoever
truly crazy
handed
if they're going to cover
who,
it on
who
a local
put the
level.
spoons out? Did you
I
put
mean,
the
you know,
spoons
that's
out?
just how it's going to work
Did you
out.
put the spoons out?
I put the
Did you
spoons
put
out.
all the spoons out? Is that
I
was
put
it-
out 5 or 6.
Yeah,
I
but
put out
were there
6.
any more?
Well, how come there's only two on the table?
No, I have one, and he has one, and he has one.
You know
Have you
what?
used this at all?
No.
How's
I don't know
that?
if I put out. No, I did not put out all the spoons.
Do you believe it? Okay.
Spoon.
That
There.
looks like it's been used.
From a germ standpoint, I didn't because it was.
I
clean
don't think
and
that's
the
been
thing
used.
was
I think
clean.
all the used ones. Well, you know, I could be wrong.
It
Well,
worked.
here, just sit it back over here. Put
Oh,
it
okay,
put
I
it
see.
back over here. Put it back over here than where it came from.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I did stir the coffee with it, but it was or the tea with it, but it was new tea that I stirred with.
Sorrentini, how were your assorted holidays?
Oh, they were fantastic. How was you guys?
Mine was okay. I went to Connecticut, saw a bunch of people I hadn't seen for a while.
Cool. See, some
I-
people have a bad habit of doing that after they stir
Uh-huh.
it too. So
I'm totally with you on that.
I won't do that just in case somebody else needs a spoon.
Well, I didn't. I took everything home.
That's cool that you went to Connecticut. That is good. So it must have been a good trip then because you made it back.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Is that the sign of a good trip if you survive it?
That is a sign of a good trip. But regardless of whether the trip was good or not, at least you made it home.
Well, I had a good time. I hadn't spent any time with my dad in years, and I saw a couple old friends of mine.
That's awesome.
Reconnected with a few people. One friend of mine I went to high school with, last time I saw him was about 4 years ago at his wedding.
Uh-huh.
It was probably 3-4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And now he's got 2 kids.
I see.
Yeah.
Mm.
Since his youngest, she was like all of that big. Just little newborn thing.
My.
How about you,
So that was
Andy? What did you do?
That was a moment.
Just the family stuff, where you just, you wait on Santa Claus and he comes and no, not really wait on, you know what I mean.
How much
Santa Day.
fuel did you use to get to your family?
A lot.
What did Santa bring you?
And then just
Reindeers.
here. Yeah.
Reindeers. We're not using any petroleum with reindeers.
No, but I do think that reindeer do contribute to global warming though.
No, but you see, his family was in Connecticut,
They have to expel some kind of gas.
so he had to use
That's
quite a bit of
true.
fuel to get to his family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but the
wonder how much
flame
fuel
with
you had to
the
get
that's
to get to
worth
your
it. Though.
family.
I didn't use any fuel to get to my family.
Because he
I was
lives
right
with
there.
Yeah.
I was right there.
On the other hand,
You see,
the plane was flying
local
anyway,
is,
so
local is efficient.
local is
I don't buy
efficient,
that.
but the plane was flying
Local
anyway.
families, having a local
And
family is
I'm not
All you did
not
was hitch a
living
ride.
in Connecticut.
That's all you did was hitch a ride, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because it was going to go there
It was
regardless.
going, it was going there regardless.
I think you get the Christmas efficiency award for having your family nearby.
I don't know. Maybe.
I think the person that gets the Christmas Efficiency Award is probably like. I would imagine winning the Christmas Efficiency Award probably results in having a really lousy Christmas. I would think.
Yeah, actually, that was me.
Oh. Well, at least you get the Christmas Efficiency
At
Award.
least I wrote an angry letter.
How about it?
That's good.
I love your handle, by the way.
Thank you. Well, were you watching me make that?
No,
I was sitting.
I was just sitting here looking at it. Thinking,
I just sat right here and made that a little
I
earlier.
didn't see you make it. No, it's
That's
that's some pretty red tea. I mean, that's happened to be stained and everything.
I know it.
It's right, all right.
It came in that. You see that cardboard pyramid in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
That's where it came from.
The Egyptian theme pyramid box with Russian lettering on it.
All right. So we.
Go figure.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
we need to
alien
make
too.
sure it's accurately. There we go.
Blind.
Yeah.
But you see, the thing about the Christmas Efficiency Award though, is that I've noticed many times that environmental results are not always caused by environmental interest or culture. Environmental,
Ooh, that
being
smells
part
good.
of an environmental
What,
subculture.
what is this?
Is it's green.
Life is a
it's a
funny,
green. It's
funny
a green tea.
smells really good.
And you're welcome to make some of that if you ever
No.
care for it. I have some that's
If you
better.
ever make some, I'll try it. But
I have some
otherwise-
that's better than that.
What's in that blue?
No,
Oh,
no, no.
that's okay, that's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
just another box right here is even better than that.
Well, I've heard like the biggest rise in environmentalism as of late has been amongst conservative Christians. And I stole your seat.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all right. I'll steal yours.
This was your.
That was my mom.
I'll accept that overpopulation is noticeably missing. Overpopulation is
Well,
noticeably
they don't.
missing.
They don't. They certainly. Everybody tends to I notice just about every religion tends to place emphasis and value on producing offspring, when I do think it needs to be emphasized that the human population quadrupled in the 20th century.
Looks like the religions would all be happy then, doesn't it?
They are.
But we don't need that many people in the world.
How do you know?
So you're saying we should rewrite the verse to say be fruitless and divide?
Okay. Here's what I have come to realize. Okay, if you look at what's going on in the world, it doesn't make sense, and that's because it doesn't make sense because you're looking at it from a human's perspective. Mm-hmm. Okay, I've gotten a whole new take. When there's alien abductions and things like that, there's often mention of how some amount of genetic material was collected and things like that. From genetic material, they can harvest great crops of human embryos and what have you, and test tube farming, and they can raise them and train them to be what they will, because the human animal is so adaptable so if need be to invade a planet, do not invade a planet with aliens. Invade a planet with the species that's already native to the planet. You see, it costs you nothing. You lose none of your own. Is that all making sense? Huh? What are you pointing at?
Yeah.
The screen went up there.
Oh, that's the aliens trying to block our signal.
Yeah.
See the stuff exploding in the background.
I know that's the alien. Until we have the shields are up. Don't worry, the shields are up.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with alien abductions. I just wish they'd stop bringing them back.
Some of them.
She's gonna blow, Captain.
Now then, this cup is mine.
I don't
Yes.
know. Yes. He
That
would
was
know.
yours.
This
Hey.
cup is not mine.
Okay,
I said
you're
I
gonna
was
have to
back.
fight for the chair that's over there by, or else bring one.
Well, you know what?
I don't need to fight for a chair. Do I have to fight for tea?
You might no, not for tea, but for a cup. Look in that those boxes
We
over
decided that one had never been used.
there. That's
I have a
true.
travel mug. I'll get one.